On Sukkot, we had the marvelous mitzvah of the Arba Minim, the 4 species. Now, for most people, walk around, wave it a little bit, It's cute, If people would realize what the lulav and esrog is. We're taught that they correspond to the 4 different critical organs of the body. Lulav is the spine. The esrog is the heart. The hadassim are the eyes. And the arava is the mouth. So there's an obvious question. We left something out. The ears. We should use acorns for the ears. Why don't we do something for the ears? The answer is we already took care of the ears when we heard Tikiyah Shofar. When we listened to the shofar, we purified the ears. So now we need the spine. By the way, the spine includes the brain because it's connected to the brain. And the esrog is the heart, the hadassim are the eyes, and the arav is the mouth. And we end off with the aravos. Right? On Hoshana Rabbah, when we need the big salvation, we end off with the mouth. Because in life, everything buckles down to the mouth. If you notice, on Yom Kippur, the overwhelming amount of the al-chetz is about the mouth. Al-chetz shechton l'fanecha b'tipshus peh, with the foolish mouth. Al-chetz shechton l'fanecha b'diber peh. Al-chetz shechton b'lashon hara. Al-chetz shechton l'fanecha b'lotzain. Al-chetz shechton l'fanecha b'tumas v'sayim. Al-chetz shechton l'fanecha b'vidui peh. Mouth, 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 mouth. So at the end, we let go of the heart and the spine and the eyes. We concentrate Hoshanas with the mouth. Like the Gemara in Sanhedrin says, Adam la'al pen ivra. Person was created primarily for the toil of the mouth. We either make it or break it with our mouth. There's a beautiful medrash. The medrash says that Rabbi Gamliel had Gemara tells us, Rabbi Gamliel had a legendary Eved. His name was Tavi. Kishmai Kainu, he was Tav, he was a good one. We learn a lot of things from Tavi. So Tavi, Rabbi Gamliel sent him to the market and told him to bring back the best food. Some people bring back sweetbread, some people bring back pistachio nuts. He brought back tongue. Okay, tongue polonaise. Good. Now he told him bring back the worst food. He brought back tongue. So Gamliel says, what's this all about? So Tavi said, if the tongue is good, there's nothing better. If the tongue is bad, there's nothing worse. Now I want to show you something remarkable. The arava, the willow. Right? We said that it represents the mouth. What does the word arva mean? It means sweet. V'arva la'Hashem minchas Yehuda v'Yerushalayim. It should be sweet. The meal offering of Yehuda and Yerushalayim. Harevna Hashem Elokeinu as divrei sarasecha b'finu. Let it be sweet, the words of your Torah in our mouth. So arava is sweet. But now let's do a little jumble again with the letters. Arava. Ayin reish veis hey. What does that spell? Rabba. Right? Switch around the ayin and reish. Rabba. There's bad in it. So on the one hand, it's arava, it's sweet. On the other hand, rabba is bad lurking in the tongue. Because it depends how you use your tongue. This is a life mission. Want to start the year off right? Pasuk says, "Amoves v'achayim b'yad haloshen." Death and life in the hands of the tongue. Miller tells a story about a man that was having stomach pains. He was burping and his stomach was hurting him. So he went to his internist, and the internist told him, you have to go to a gastroenterologist. Went to a gastroenterologist. They did an endoscopy, and they saw that there were a lot of ulcers. The stomach had like a lot of lesions. So Ramila said, you know why? Because the man was married to a shrew. She would always yell. She would always nag. And each time she did it, he cringed. He said that woman stabbed her husband over and over again. Not with a knife, with her tongue. It's a pasuk. Yesh boter ki madkoro yischorev. There are those that speak, and it's like the stabbing of a sword. U'lishayin chachamim marpeh. The tongue of the wise is healing. Ooh. If a husband, if a wife, if a child knows what they could do with nice words, how they could heal. We all know if somebody says something nice to us, it makes our day, it makes us feel so good. A husband, a wife has to develop a vocabulary to say nice things. And it's never too young to train to say nice things. You're not married, you practice on your parents. Say nice things. You know what it means to say nice things to a parent? You know, I know how hard you worked for this, Abba, Tati, Daddy, Mommy. There's not enough words in the dictionary for me to say thank you for all the things you do for me. That's urva. That's sweetness. So as we start the new year, we think about how many al-chaitz we say. Let's think about what we could do right with our mouth. You know, it says in the Ibn Ezra, Lepesa achatas rovetz. By the opening, sin crouches. Says the Ibn Ezra, that's the opening of the mouth. By the opening of the mouth, that's where sin crouches. People with a foolish mouth, they could be malbim pnei chaveroi barabim and lose their olam haba. Embarrass someone habitually in public. With a foolish mouth, they could be over the love of loisainu isha samisa, not hurting a person. And when you hurt a person with unkind words, it's worse than stealing. It says, Gadol oinas devarim me'anas mammon. Again, not an American thought. American thought is sticks and stones can break bones. Names can never hurt you. It's not true. Gemara says, oinas devarim is worse than oinas mammon. Because, you know, you steal money, you can return it. You steal money, it doesn't affect the person's body. Oinas devarim. Shh. I know a man told me he was once embarrassed by a Rabbi, and it still hurts him 40 years later. He remembers the pain. 40 years later, a man, a very successful man, told me this. Another person told me that he's sure that he didn't go on to become a Rav and a Maggid Shir because his Rabbi made him feel that he has no potential for it. You have to know words. What words could do. It says, Motze ani es isha marmim aves, that a woman could be worse than death. I mean, what are we talking about? We're talking about a woman that's vicious, that hits her husband. A woman doesn't abuse her husband usually. No, it's a woman that's constantly putting down her husband. You know, my mother told me you're a failure. I know I can never count on you. Always has something bad to say. That's marmim of it. Same thing as a husband if he does that to his wife.